Okay, there are a lot of numbers here, but I'm just going to quickly run through how this works. And the first example is starting with $50. You're starting with $50 and you put it in and you're going to make 2.2% every day for 20 days. So you put it in and your 2.2% is $110 a day. Over 20 days, it's $22. 20 days at 2.2% would be $22, but you're getting your 50 back as well. So that is $72 in total that you have here. And then you reinvest that full $72 and you go through the same process, but you're making $1.58 a day. And with your $72 back, at the end, you've got $103.68. So at this point, you can take your $50 out. You're safe. Okay, so after 40 days, you get your money out, and then you're playing with their money. You can't lose. But that leaves you with $53.68 that you invest. That turns into $77.30, and that in turn turns into $111, and then $160, $230, $332, $478, and it's gradually building up, and it goes to $689, $992, and then after 11 sessions, 11 times 20, 220 days, you actually have $1,429. And that is good because it means that you can now invest at a higher level. So if we look at it now, we take that $1,429, you're now getting 2.7%, and with your money back, that turns into $2,300, $4,000, $6,700, $11,249, $18,800, $31,561, and finally $52,866.26. And that is actually 375 days to completion. So it's 10 days over a year, but you've turned it into 52,000. What you do with it from there on is entirely up to you. You can just pull it all out and spend it, or you can keep some of it going, or pull out the interest on it every 25 days. It's making $852 a day. You can just pull that out every day if you want, and just keep it at that and just keep reinvesting that same balance. It's entirely up to you. So that's starting with $50, which is what most people can do. But some people will be able to start with $1,000, and that of course gets you that 2.7 straight away. And it's in 25-day cycles. So if we look at this, we have the same situation. At the end of the first 25 days, you've got $1,600. You put that back in. And at the end of the second 25 days, you've got $2,800. You can pull your $1,000 out, and that leaves you with $1,805.63 of their money that you're playing with, okay? And then you can see the same progression. That goes to $3,000, $5,000, $8,000, $14,000, and then that $14,000 turns into $23,800. That turns into $39,876. That goes to $66,793, which becomes $111,878, $187,396, and then you hit that $313,888.69. You're making $5,000 a day. It's big money at that point. Of course, you've got this in, you're making $5,000 a day just by sticking with that. You don't have to increase it. You can, if you want, put more in, but it's there. And so it's a really, really wonderful plan. We don't know how long it's going to be around for. It may be great and it may last for 5, 10 years, 20 years. It may be gone in a couple of months. I don't think it's going to be gone in a couple of months. I think it'll last at least a year and probably more. And so I think if you get in now, where are we? We're in February 2026. I think you have a really, really good chance of making some really good passive income. God bless.